In this video, we will learn how to use Excel to perform hypothesis tests for the difference between two means, independent samples. We will use the two sample t-test included in the data analysis add-in to conduct the hypothesis test when the population standard deviation sigma 1 and sigma 2 are unknowns. They are not given. If the population standard deviations are known, then we use the two sample z-test. But this is rare in the real situations. So usually we don't know the value of sigma 1 and sigma 2, and therefore we use the two sample t-test. So let's just see the case of the two sample t-test in this tutorial, because normally we don't know the population standard deviation sigma 1 and sigma 2 in the real situations. Well, first let's make sure we have the data analysis add-in that has been added to your Excel. So when you open your Excel, click on the home page and click on the option and make sure you choose the option add-ins and select the analysis toolbar, or you can click go here, Excel add-in, just click go here and then select the analysis toolbar and then click OK. Make sure this is installed for your Excel. So if I go here, I go File, I go Home, I go Options, and I scroll down to Add-in. I can click Go, and then make sure this is checked, and I click OK. And now I'm ready to look at this example. So let's say I have the two data A and B, right? Data A and B. Now, we are given that the alpha level is 0.05. We want to test to see if the mean of the first group is bigger than the mean of the second group. So this is a right tail test because the first one is greater than the second one, or the arrow is pointing to the right, right? For the null hypothesis, we assume that the mean are equal, right? The means of data A and data B, they are the same. But the claim say that the mean of the first set is now bigger than the mean of the second one. So we first enter the data A and B in two columns on Excel. So I take everything I input from column A and B. You can enter in any column. Okay, so now I just enter the data A from the table to one column, and then data B to another column. So we just enter them in two columns on Excel. Any columns. Step number 2, we run the t-test for the two sample, assuming unequal variances in the data analysis box. So you select the tab data on the top, click data and click data analysis, and then select the option t-test, the two sample, right? Because we have two samples. So t-test two sample, assuming that unequal variances, and click OK. All right, so let's do that. I go to the data tab, I click on data analysis, and I try to find the t-test two sample assuming unequal variances, and I click OK. Now, for the variable 1 range, we want to drag the first group of the data. And then for the second one, you want to drag the second group of value, right? Two of them. And then your alpha level is 0.05. It is given from the problem, right? So we put in 0.05. It is the default value. And now we want the output range you can scroll down. Let's go back here. Click here. You have to click on the output range and then click on the empty box here. This is the place where you want the result to be displayed, right? So maybe below here is empty, so maybe I click this location, right? So the output will be displayed around here. And then once you are ready, you have the variable 1 range, variable 2 range, the alpha level, and make sure that the hypothesized mean difference is 0. Okay, make sure this is 0, and click OK. And here is your table, right? And you can expand the column out so you can actually see everything here. And then this is variable 1, this is variable 2. This is the results for our analysis. And the test statistic is the t-stat. T-stat is your test statistic. And then this one is the p-value, because our test is one tail. So we choose this option right here, p for the one tail, 0.00864. And let's check it here. One tail, test statistic, t-stat is your test statistic. And this one is your p-value. Remember, this is the right tail, right? One tail. So the p of one tail is this value. And because p-value is very small, less than alpha, we therefore reject the null hypothesis. Important note, if the population standard deviations are known, we use the z-test, 2 samples for the mean. But in this case, we don't know the population standard deviation. That's why we use the t-test. And the assumption of unequal variances is recommended to perform for this test. So make sure you pick the right option before you click OK to run the analysis.